Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just want to take the opportunity to send my condolences out to Johnny Hockey and his family, man. Rest in peace, Johnny Hockey. That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. Like when I heard the details of exactly what happened, how his life was ended, that's wow, man. I mean, like my heart goes out to the remaining members of the Goudreau family. That's I'm an individual. Unfortunately, death hits me a little bit differently. It really does. Like, you know, it hits home a lot differently. So to hear the fact of the matter that a mother and father lost two sons at the same time. Allegedly, apparently, his brother is expecting his first kid. It's real sad. It's really sad. And then the question I ask is, how do you recover from something like that? How do you recover from such tragedy as a family, as a unit? I mean, it's bad enough when you lose one family member. No matter what stage of life you lose them at, it's bad enough when you lose one family member. But to lose two young family members at the same time, wow. Allegedly, apparently, they were riding their bikes and it's just sad, man. And then, you know, the more and more you hear about the story is the sadder it is, because of the mere fact of the matter that allegedly, apparently, they were there for their sister's wedding. It's just wrong on all fronts. It really is. I mean, I understand we have no control over anything, any type of activities that happen in our lives and stuff like that, but wow. I'm an individual. I lost 3 family members, but I lost them at different stages. And still that was difficult. I'm still dealing with the difficulties of that. So could you imagine losing 2 of them at the same time? And it's not because of it's not due to health issues where you had a little bit of time to prepare for it. It's not due to the fact of the matter that they might be, you know, old, elderly individuals, that they're coming close to the end of the rope. It's nothing like that. It's unexpected. So to recover from that, man, wow. I really feel it for the mother, for the father. I really feel it for the sister that was supposed to be getting married. That obviously I mean, just based on logic alone, I can't see that actually taking place right now. You understand what I mean? With the simple fact of the matter that she just lost 2 of her brothers. So obviously that's going to have to be postponed. I mean, there's, like I said, there's nothing at all positive I see from that. Nothing at all. I mean, it's how do you recover? That's the question I ask. How do you recover? Everything around you is going to remind you of the loss. Everything around you is going to remind you of the tragedy that took place. And it just makes you have a different appreciation for what life has to offer, man. I mean, seriously speaking, it could be taken away from you at the drop of a dime. They were out riding their bikes. 2 brothers. Like to me, when I heard that, the first thing I'm thinking about is, you know, 2 brothers that may not get to spend as much time with each other like they did when they were kids, because, you know, they have other responsibilities, they have family duties and all that kind of stuff. And when I heard that they were all riding their bike, the first thing that came to me is they were 2 brothers that were revisiting their youth, doing what they used to do when they were back home, living underneath the same roof kind of thing. So it's really unfortunate. My heart goes out to the entire family. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd be lying to you if I was to tell you that he was one of my favorite hockey players or nothing like that. Absolutely not. He was a hockey player. He was a hockey player. They called him what? He had a nickname. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was Johnny Hockey or Johnny... Washington. Quan Washington. Welcome, my friend. Just up here talking about Johnny Gaudreau and his brother, you know, the tragic loss. Both of them out riding their bike. I mean, I haven't gotten the entire full scoop. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the individual might have been a little bit intoxicated. And that being said, we have a family that's missing 2 sons, 2 brothers, 2 fathers, 2 uncles. It's a very, very big tragedy. And like I said, man, my heart, the entire hockey world. Because, you know, when you hear the stories about the type of individual that he was and stuff like that, he seemed to be a very, you know, very down-to-earth young individual kind of thing. Very family-oriented. It's a very big loss, man. It really is. Kind of makes you realize that you have to, you know, like I said, live every moment like it's your last. Enjoy every moment like it's your last. Because tomorrow's promised to no man. Though, you know, and especially when you hear stuff like his brother, who's expecting his first child, and unfortunately he won't be around to witness that. It's sad. That's heartbreaking. You know. Tell me which woman wants to know that she's going through her last trimesters and she's going to have to go through this alone. She's going to have to go through this knowing that her spouse is gone forever. How do you recover? My only advice, seeing as how I'm somebody that's had loss in my life, my only advice to the Gaudreau family is to rely on each other, man. You guys are going to need each other to get through this, to pull each other through to the other side kind of thing. You're going to need each other. They got to prepare for 2 funerals. Wow. Rest in peace, Johnny Hockey. Rest in peace. To your kids. Luckily, you know, people around the hockey world and stuff like that are going to be around to let your kids know what type of individual you were, what type of character you were. Hello, Paulette. Welcome. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a few other heads up in this. But yeah, we're up here talking about the terrible loss of the two brothers. One of them that happened to be a professional hockey player, Johnny Gaudreau, and his brother. Yes, sir. A lot of people did. Johnny Gaudreau and his brother, in their tragic, I guess we'll chalk it up as an accident that took both of their lives. And me, I'm just trying to imagine, because like I said, I'm an individual. I know what it is to suffer from loss. Believe me when I tell you that. So to have to prepare yourself to deal with the fact of the matter that as a parent, you lost two sons to a tragic death. As a sister, you lost two brothers to this tragic death. I'm just trying to imagine, as a family unit, how do you get through this? Obviously you have to, because life still has to go on, but I'm just saying, with the least amount of effect, how do you get through this? That's who I'm very passionate towards. I'm passionate towards the surviving members that are still here that have to deal with this. It's a hard ask. If it's just one individual in your family that passes away, that's still difficult. But it's just one individual, if you understand what I'm saying. But when you lost two of them at the same time, and it wasn't due to a fact that they were in a plane and you had a plane crash, or it had absolutely zero to do with that. It was just one of those things. It's not something that happens every day. It's just one of those things. And it came out and wiped out two individuals in one family. And you know what people always say, like, no parent should have to bury their children. And now you're asking parents to bury both of her sons. Yeah. Both of her sons. And the sad thing about it is they were all together because their sister was getting married. So they were there for their sister's wedding. Wow. I tell you, man, it's just wrong on all fronts. It really is. It's a very, very big ask. So now you're talking about the simple fact of the matter that obviously it was a wedding date. So you have other family members that are coming down for this set event, and they got to get themselves prepared for this tragedy. Wow. I don't know if I'd have been able to handle it, man. I'm being totally honest. I don't know if I'd have been able to handle it. Where am I off to? As a matter of fact, I'm going home. Well, yeah, I'm going home. See if I can grab myself a little bit of lunch and stuff like that. And, had some stuff I had to take care of. Made sure I got up very bright and early. I am a believer. And honestly speaking, between me and you, the only individual that can get this family through this tragedy is the higher maker, in my personal opinion. I'm not up here trying to push my beliefs onto anybody. I have my beliefs. I stand on my beliefs, and I'm good with my beliefs. The only way that this family is going to be able to get through this is together and with the help of the higher maker. Period. Because that's a very big ask. I'm sorry, man. I try to put myself in their shoes just for a second because I don't want to be in those shoes for too long. I try to put myself in those shoes for a second. I'm letting you guys know directly. There's no way in hell I would have been able to handle that. No way. Oatmeal. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Alex Gray. I appreciate the support. All that to say, man, if there's any individuals out there that are dealing with elderly family members, or you're dealing with somebody in your family that might be ill, sick, or by chance you're dealing with the loss of loved ones, my heart goes out to all you guys in this morning, man. Because no word of a lie, just hearing what happened to these two brothers out there, it just brought back all kind of feelings. It just brought back all type of feelings. And I'll be that, the repercussions of it, like there's still, my first loss happened 5-6 years ago, and I'm still up to today, still trying to get over it. So when I hear people lose family members, I'm very compassionate towards that. I really am. It's like I know exactly how they're feeling. It's like a fraternity. Like I call it a fraternity. You don't know until you know. And all those individuals that luckily haven't experienced losing like a close family member, like a mother, a father, a sister, I thank God that you guys have. I pray that you never, I pray that you don't have to experience it for another 100 years. Because once you've experienced it, you know. Paul, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for joining, man. Hope to see you up here again soon. But your boy E-Dub is out.